first viewpoint for the day. It's pretty cool. We are headed up, hopefully you can see me in that, up over the top there, over the top of the waterfall, with a rock scramble to start the day, and it keeps getting higher from there. I did this yesterday, so I know I can do it. I wanted to test it to mentally prepare. Yeah, up and over we go. Have made it to the top. Quite a scramble. We're now headed over behind me, over into the Alpine region, which I'm really excited about. But it is so cool. No matter which way you look on this hike, there is something cool to be found, and I love that so much. So I'm up on the top and it's a bit quieter up here. I'm never gonna get this place. Like, look. Oh, can I go up the... Look at that. It's just amazing. I'm up here alone. I think it's about 6:30. I woke up at 5:30. Someone was snoring so loudly that my earplugs just couldn't keep up with it, and I was really hot in my sleeping bag. I've got to stop wearing my thermals to bed because I'm such a warm person, and I didn't have a liner and my sleeping bag was just cooking me. Anyways, I did sleep well-ish, so I got up and got on the trail. I wanted to be out here before people because I just wanted to be able to experience this on my own, like, and take this all in for as long as I wanted. But yeah, I have no words, guys. It's just amazing up here. Yeah, so cool. Anyways, today we're hiking to the Lake Mackenzie hut, and I'm going to dump my bag at Harris Shelter on the way and go for a walk to try and find... I've heard there's some snow on one of the side tracks, so gonna go try and find some snow, because I've always dreamed of a white Christmas, and even though it's only December, I don't know, December 20th I think, still close enough, hey? So yeah, next bit is up and over there, and then I'm guessing we're going like around this valley, which is just so amazing. I'll see you guys at Harris Saddle, or probably before if I find something cool. Oh my god. It's snowing. It's so like minimal, but it is legitimately snowing. How cool. Oh my god. This just can't get any better. I'm just so obsessed with this place and hiking, and I can't wait to do this again. I don't know what track I'll do, but it's gonna be so good. Going all the way up there. Let's look all the way up there. There's a sign down there at that lake, but I can't see how to get down there, and I don't fancy throwing myself down the mountain, A, because I don't really want to fall down a mountain, and B, because then I've got to get back up, and I don't know if I can do a mountain without a track, especially with this on. And we're not supposed to put this down because kids will come and raid a backpack. It's definitely gotten a lot colder up here as I've gotten higher. I'm about to put my puff jacket on, I think, and I really wish I bought gloves. I would recommend gloves if you were doing alpine. I also saw a girl who walked past me and showed me her phone, and she has like a map that's downloaded and it shows her where she is on the track. And I would also recommend that because I don't know where I am, but I do now because she told me that's in front of me is Lake Harris, and we're going up and over to the other side of that. Also, there is snow just in front of me on the track. I'm gonna be able to touch snow for Christmas. That's all I wanted for Christmas. And I'm also hoping to find like a bit more, which would be really cool. But yeah, let's keep going. We are so close. Look at the snow. Touching snow. I'm a bit of a chicken. This is like outside my comfort zone. It's so pretty. Yes, that's a great idea. So I'm just hiking. That is the track behind me, and I'm just hiking out to this lake, which is, hold on, somewhere behind that waterfall called Lake Wilson. There goes one of the helicopters heading to show people all this area. That's really cool. Anyway, on my hike, my hair is by this day a bit of a mess, but who cares? It's before 10 o'clock and I've like climbed a mountain, and now I'm climbing to this amazing lake. You should see the color of this water. Hold on, I'll flip the camera and show you. Look at this, so amazing. And so that out there is where I started like my hike this morning. Well, no, I started my hike well over there. Hold on, camera. That's where we walked, and then we've turned off. This lovely local guy. He's 15. I can't believe he's like hiking out here. Told me about this. Ooh, sorry. This lovely local kid showed me this, and he's just gone off ahead because I'm very slow, but I'll catch up to him at the lake. I fell in a goddamn bog and then had to walk through a stream, but I was already wet, so went through the stream. But make sure you bring a pair of socks if you come up here. They're so cool. We saw some of those Figo ducks and some other kind of big ducks. And there's here, we can hear it calling. It's somewhere up in the mountains behind us. How cool. Okay, we've been hiking for, feels like forever. Still no lake, but I'm hopeful that we are almost there. We have followed this river all the way up into the mountains, and I'm praying in the next half an hour there, because it has been wild. You can't even see it, but we've been rock climbing for quite some time. Definitely not a chill side route, this one. But there's lots of snow up here, which is cool. Like, hold on. There. I didn't make it to the lake. The lake is up behind that with snow. With my skill level, I was honestly well outside of my comfort zone getting up. Well outside of my comfort zone getting up here. I may or may not have slipped and fallen down the hillside as well, which is really embarrassing, but that happens. So the guy that was showing me up here, he's got on, and I'm trying to make my way back down to where I started alone. This is going to be interesting. I wanted an adventure, and I've definitely got an adventure, so I'm going to flip the camera on. So that is where I'm aiming for. It's a lot more chill on this side. I think I've got this. Somehow make my way down here. I think I'm going to try and go high and then come down. This is going to be interesting. I should be fine. How mental. Whew. I climbed down that. I can't believe I did that. I can't believe I did that and didn't fall. How cool. I'm almost at the bottom now. The waterfall is in my sights, and I'm at the valley, and I'm gonna walk out the valley and stop somewhere yummy for lunch. Well, no, like not yummy, there's no cafes, but I'll stop somewhere cute and eat my lunch. And then yeah, head back to the actual trail. This has been quite the side trip. I'm grateful that I made it back. Just left Harris-Saddle, like the shelter. I'm walking down to Lake Mackenzie. My boots are so wet that I've switched to Crocs and socks. So it's going to be an interesting hike down the hill. But I've got all afternoon, so I'll just take it slow and steady. And yeah, see you guys at the bottom. It's snowing. I said I wanted snow. Guys, it's snowing. I don't know if it's a good thing, but I was wishing for a white Christmas. I don't know if you can hear it. It's like this beautiful crunchy. There's not a lot of snow. I hope it doesn't start like blizzarding, but pretty cool. I just headed down. Everyone thinks my Crocs are hilarious. Yeah. I think we've got like, I don't know, 9 or 10 Ks to do down the mountain. So big afternoon, and then I'm gonna have a nice warm cup of pho or pho for dinner. Delicious. So there's a track down there. Like, I don't know if this shows how steep it is, but it's like a drop off. It's wild. And I can see there's like poles, orange poles down there. So they're like straight down here. Damn. My go-to lunch. Poles. My go-to lunch has definitely been my peanut butter wraps. Super easy. I can eat it while I'm walking, and I don't really like to stop and sit down because I'm not going to get back up and keep going. So yeah, peanut butter wrap, and then I think it's like 2 hours back to the hut tonight, which I'm grateful for because the Crocs are crocking. They're not the best shoes for walking, but at least my feet are dry. I looked around right there. It's crazy to see how I've come from. And we're going down here, all the way down to the hut. Best thing about Crocs, no such thing as too wet. Also, I've got to say, after a long day of walking, this feels very nice on my feet. I didn't even use this. So I'm just hiking out something called Split Rock. Sounds really cool. I'm impressed that my legs are still going. Everything is very tired, but feels good. Like I climbed and then descended a mountain today. I can't say I've done that before. So yeah, and I did well and truly half of it, if not longer, in my Crocs and socks, which I thought was really funny because I got a lot of wow, you're a real deal, tramper. I was like, oh yeah, not really, but thank you. But yeah, apparently Split Rock is worth it. Everyone that's walked out here said, oh my god, you have to go. So headed up there now, and I'll show you guys what we find. So I walked out to Split Rock and then went for a bit of a paddle in the water just in front of me. I would describe it as glacial temperature, but it's essentially like an ice bath for your legs. I don't really like to get like my torso wet. Like I'm quite happy to get my legs wet and let them get cold and deal with the cold, but I like to keep my torso warm. I was thinking about the funniest two things that I thought today, but now only one of them's to mind. But it was like hiking in Crocs that are like 2 sizes too big. I feel like it's the closest you get to having an authentic Hobbit experience, especially like hiking down the mountain. But it was really fun. I really enjoyed this trip so far. I definitely recommend this to anyone solo hiking because it's just so safe and fun, and you don't have to do the crazy. I did this crazy, which I'm sure I've told you about, but I did this crazy side adventure to the Valley of the Trolls to try to go to Lake Wilson. I would just stop once you kind of saw the Valley of the Trolls. Beyond that, it's a little bit hairy. There's no track. Definitely was probably one of the silliest things I've done, but I also came here I wanted some adventure, you know, to try some new things. And yeah, it's definitely been that. I am excited for a shower, and I really wish I'd bought a hairbrush and some of that powdered dry shampoo. Definitely bring that with you on a hike if you have hair like mine that kind of clumps up and becomes a bit of a mess. And I swear I packed like a comb or a hairbrush, but it doesn't seem to be in my pack. But yeah, it's been great. I am impressed about the Crocs. It was a big deal. I'm pretty sure I have some blisters from it, but I was going to get blisters either way, and at least this way my feet were dry. So I get to put my blister pads on, which are another hiking necessity in my opinion, tonight. And yeah, gonna try and leave early in the morning again. See, I've only got, I think it's 4 or 5 hours, but I'm very tempted to maybe push myself one more time and hike a side trip to a place called Key Summit. I've been to Key Summit. It is a wild uphill adventure, but if I'm here, I've got all day, I'd rather leave early. I've realised a few things about myself on this. Number one, I don't like to hang out with strangers when I wake up. I would rather get up at 5:30 before everyone else, quickly have a cup of tea, and then get out on the track and eat some breakfast, cold breakfast, like peanut butter wraps or an apple out on the track, or Weka bars. I love a Weka bar. I've got serious pins and needles, so I better get these bad boy legs moving and warm, do a bit of stretching in the sun, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning for our final day. I almost forgot I had this really cool idea to actually, number one, Why are there not, like, I got this squeezy, like, orange juice, like one of those squeezy yogurts, but it was orange juice. It was amazing. Why are there not beers or like soft drinks or anything that comes in packaging like that? Because hikers would love that. I wanted to just sit at this beautiful spot, have a beer the other day, and I was like, what? Why didn't I bring a beer? And I was like, well, because it's glass, you can't carry them. So someone should definitely do that. My other idea was that it should be like a service where you send into the company like where you're going, how many days you're traveling, what meals you need, your like dietary restrictions or anything like that, and they send you out like, you know, like HelloFresh meal kits, those but for hiking with like travel friendly ingredients, and they like provide you like lunches, dinners, snacks, like you get an emergency meal in case of you have to stay an extra night, like, and then you just have like maybe they can't really send you fresh fruit because you couldn't really take that internationally, but they could tell you like, oh, when you arrive, please go buy 1 packet of grated parmesan, 2 apples, and a cucumber. Like, how good is that? These are great ideas. Someone needs to do those. And also making hiking meals that don't give you stomach issues, because I don't know why that is a thing. And apparently I'm not the only one that has that problem. Apparently it's just a general thing that you just accept, that you're going to have stomach problems when you eat your dinner. Not a vibe, hey? Good morning. It is our final day today, and I'm just getting ready to leave the hut at Lake Mackenzie. It's really pretty. I'm a bit sad about leaving. The sun is just starting to hit all the mountains around us, but I've got a bus to make. So I'm going to head off and go past the big waterfalls. There's another lake that we'll pass, and then we should be hopefully at the divide where I'll be picked up from the bus about 3. Pretty sore this morning. Not pretty, I'm bloody sore this morning. My knees are killing me, my ankles are killing me, my back is killing me. I lifted up my pack, it felt like it was filled with bricks, but that's expected. I did do a lot yesterday. So I'm just going to get slow and get moving, and I hope as I warm up and my muscles get moving that the pain should subside. But yeah, it's okay to be sore. I did a lot. Being sore is like something to be proud of, I think. But yeah, it's so pretty here. It's so serene. It was so cold overnight. There's like frost everywhere. So weird, frost in December. I'm so used to frost being like a winter thing. But yeah, watching the sun rise over the mountains, it's gorgeous. But so lucky to be here. I'll see you guys at the lake, I guess. Or maybe at the waterfall. Although it'll probably be too loud to talk to you. So I'll see you at the lake. Right, bye. Excited watching it, to be honest. That as well. So I've just made it to Lake Howden, and it's nice here. There's really pretty birds. It's been a big morning, and as soon as I took my pack off, it was like, oh my god, it's like I'm drunk. I was like, whoa, my body moves so freely. There's not like a big lump on my back. But yes, so I'm here. It's really cute. There's like some tuis in the trees, I think. Gonna have lunch and rest for a few hours, and then do the last hour back to get on the bus. I can't believe I'm almost finished, and I can't believe I've hiked. I did the Crocs again this morning. I've hiked like solid 20 k's maybe in Crocs. Crocs should sponsor me, because I feel like everyone's pretty shocked by that. And my feet aren't even feeling that bad. I'm actually quite comfy. So yeah, gonna go have a lunch, have a rest, read some book, and then walk the last little bit back to the car park. So sad to be leaving. Also very excited to wash my hair and look a little more human, because by day 4 of being out here, I'm feeling a little grungy. But yeah, It's been amazing. I'll see you guys later. I don't know if this is a very attractive angle, but I've just been reading this very cute book about a girl who loses her job. She writes like the advice column, and she loses her job and then randomly inherits a house in a small village. It's very hallmarky. It is very hallmarky. And then she becomes the chair of this like literary festival. I'm only up to like the start of it. I'm like this far through, so she's still, oh my god, there's a sandfly on the camera. She's still like just becoming the chair. And then of course her nemesis moves in with her in her very big house. It's like a letter because his house is being built or being renovated. It's very cute. It's very British, cringy, hallmarky, but it's a very easy read, and I love an easy read. All I read are easy reads, to be fair. But yeah, just sitting at the lake, kind of counting down. I don't really want to sit at the other end where the divide is. It's kind of just like a car park with drop toilets. And I was like, I don't really want to sit there when I could sit here. So I think I'm just going to sit here. My bus leaves at 3:15. It's now, I think it's just gone 12 o'clock. So I can either leave now, hike to Key Summit, and then walk to the divide. Maybe I should do that. Or I can leave in like an hour and a half and then hike to Key Summit. I can almost hike to Key Summit and just sit up there and read for a bit. And just dump my pack and do the hike. Alright, 5 more minutes of reading, or maybe a couple more chapters, and then I'll get on the move and go sit up at Key Summit, because it's really pretty up there. I've been up there with Bryce when we were here last. And there is definitely seating. It's a good plan. Yeah, we'll do that. Alrighty. I'll see you guys at the Key Summit. We're here. We're at Key Summit. Guys, I came from like way back there this morning. And now I'm all the way up here. That's a long way. I'm so happy that I've done that. It feels so good. And also it feels really good hiking up a hill without a pack on. It feels like 10 times easier than it used to. But yeah, I'm going to walk around, show you guys what it looks like up here. And then go back and get my pack. I left it at the intersection with all the other packs. And then hike on out. And then we're done. It feels a little weird that it's coming to an end. Because it's been such a huge thing. Like a huge thing like mentally and like to do it. And physically. And now it's like at an end. But I'm going to have good food. Get a massage. Have a shower. And probably want to do it all again tomorrow. So yeah. That's been cool. We came from all the way out there. Anyways, let's go walk around up here and then we'll make our way home. Well, we're almost at the end because I can see the road just down there. It's going to be really big because like this huge hike and it's so exciting, and the end is, I think I might have already mentioned this, it's a car park with some drop toilets and a bunch of camper vans. But we're going to celebrate tonight in Queenstown with there's this company that does ice cream flights where you get to try 8 different flavors of ice cream. So I'm going to do that. That was my treat for hiking. And then tomorrow I'm going to get a massage. which I've said like 1,000 times, if that tells you how much I'm looking forward to it. So my shoulders can move again. But yeah, I think we might finish it here. You guys don't need to see the car park. We've done it. We've done the Routeburn hike. I hope you enjoyed coming along with me. Yeah, it's probably a bit more chaotic and awkward and embarrassing than the average Routeburn vlog, because a lot of the ones I've seen are so beautiful and like cinematic, and mine is just like dorky. But who knows? Maybe someone out there like you guys will enjoy that. Okay, bye.